PSG.LGD's turn to ban. Mineski's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. PSG.LGD's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Turn to ban.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Earlier, I asked Moxie why PSG.LGD would win this matchup, and now I am ready to ask Slacks why it is going to be Mineski that wins this matchup. Thank you so much, Thomas, for playing us into the draft of Mineski versus PSG.LGD here in the Monster Energy DreamLeague Studios for the Corsair DreamLeague Season 11, that is also known as the Stockholm Major. Let's go.
Wow. Wow. Holy Wally. What was the question?
Why is Mineski going to win?
Oh, they're not.
Okay.
Just kidding. Mineski has been showing signs of life throughout the tournament, and PSG.LGD, this isn't the same team that we saw at TI, but they are still very strong. I have to give it to you for real, Sheaves. Yeah, I am feeling PSG.LGD, especially after that Pangolier pick. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. They did. They are playing with XM, which is a new guy after maybe took a break. It hasn't really stopped them in the group stages, though, because here they are, and they are still undefeated. Well, they did drop one game to Ninjas in Pajamas, but so far 2-0 in their group. Opening for Mineski, though, Undying Ember Spirit instantly locked in.
Wow, that really valuing that Ember Spirit, huh? Gee willikers, Moxie, when's the last time you saw somebody snap an Ember like that before?
I mean, the Ember was getting picked up all over the groups the other time, yeah.
Well,
saw quite a few of them.
Second pick, Moxie?
It happens, but no, I do like the Undying pick. Undying is, you know, kind of a really nice lane bullier, right? Going to be able to put on a lot of early lane aggression because everything's coming down lately too. You know, if you can win your lanes, you have a much higher chance of actually, you know, succeeding closing it out because games are so quick nowadays too.
That is true, Moxie. However, I am not trying to call you out here, but I am going to heavily disagree with you. I don't like Undying first. And the reason is because he is a hero that basically is going to show off your entire strategy. Undying is Garbo in the late game. He's decent in the mid game, but he excels at early game. Now, PSG.LGD knows if they can go ahead and have a more mid to late game lineup, this Undying could fall off very easily.
That is true. That is true. I mean, you take a risk, though, depending on what you pick up first anyways. But they've got some options definitely on the table. They can be very aggressive early on, which kind of forces PSG's hand as well.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, you have an Ember Spirit. An Ember Spirit, you know, he can be very strong in the, you know, mid-game there. But also, like, later on, you can also have a big problem if he decides to become just full-on split pushing. And you have to find some way to catch him. And right now, they don't have lockdown for an Ember Spirit coming out from the side of PSG.LGD.
Indeed. Well, you do see him pick up that Juggernaut. Juggernaut, of course, is a pretty high win rate in, you know, high-level pubs right now. We haven't seen him too much in the pro scene, but after that Undying pick, it makes perfect sense to me. You want somebody that's going to be effective in that early to make late game, or mid-game, excuse me, that can also transition into a late-game carry. So seeing that Juggernaut come out as a response to that Undying looks good, but you are completely right. We would love to see a little bit of grab on this Ember Spirit, and I would suppose that that's going to be coming out. Of course, they're going to ban out Bane to make sure that big Bondo grab is not there for them. We'll see what happens. What are you feeling, Chiefs?
I would like to see team fights between these two teams. I think that's what we've been lacking in the previous 2 games. So we have had Darkseer, but Darkseer basically been the hero that the drafts are worked around in terms of team fight. I would like to have a little bit more action.
More action?
More action, yes. And I think with an Undying is already going to make sure that there's going to be some action on the lanes, so that's going to be great. And I think Juggernaut is also one of those cores that is going to very early on be able to fight and participate in the game and with that healing ward have some pressure. So I'm kind of liking the openings of both. I would favor PSG.LGD a little bit in this opening so far. They also removed the Ursa and Lone Druid, which I think are 2 of those cores that you don't want to face if you do want to have early aggression. These 2 heroes can go toe-to-toe, and actually the Lone Druid Bear is just so annoying to deal with.
Yeah. Not surprising to see those banned out as well. The Bear Boys have been pretty dominant in this tournament so far. Although, interestingly enough, ladies, now a single ban on the Oracle. As we've talked about so much, Oracle has such a high percentage win rate in this tournament so far. Vastly ignored in this series, which is pretty interesting to me. Shadow Shaman coming out. I like that from Mineski, of course. Getting more of that pressure on early games. Shaman is so effective at roaming and then pressuring towers, Undying, pressuring team fights. A lot coming out from Mineski. Very scary. You're going to get your wish, Sheaves.
Good. Because I think Mineski is on a roll right now, right? They didn't make it to the first 2 majors. They didn't qualify for majors nor minors, and then this time around they add Ajit to their roster in January, and they've been looking good, and you can see them growing every tournament. So I'm okay. Moxie's shaking her head. She doesn't agree. You cannot see them growing.
Oh no. There's a disruptor pickup.
That was a shake of the head for the disruptor.
Talk to us about it, Moxie.
That's a disruptor. We talked about this earlier, actually, when we were watching. I think it was Navi that was playing.
Navi. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, right there, buddy. We were watching it, and the idea of it's good, right? Because they had a Darkseer that was up against the Disruptor, and Disruptor is very good about getting those glimpses off, but just doesn't do enough. It just doesn't do enough as a hero, I don't think. And the idea, more team fight, like they're talking about, if you can get like a good Pango ulti on top of that, and just some lockdown for the Ember Spirit. But I think I don't know. I'm not a big fan. Again, the Glimpse is really good against Ember, but if he's smart, he's got Remnants up and things like that, he's just going to be able to...
Ooh, I like that pick a lot.
Yeah.
This is so sick. I mean, you were talking about aggression right there. Night Stalker is so good in this early mid-game, but we haven't seen very much success in the pro scene. I got the crap beat out of me in my pubs with a Night Stalker. I don't know about this. What do you think?
So, Night Stalker in the first 5 minutes will not be having too much of an impact on the lane, but if he's paired up with an Undying, he'll be surviving that anyway. The scary part comes on that lane 5 minutes in when the nighttime hits. Whoever's going to be in that lane, and Juggernaut is a really strong laner, but even Juggernaut will have issues laning against a Night Stalker Undying lane in nighttime. So that is a really nice way to deal with a lane you know is going to be a strong lane. Juggernaut Disruptor is a lane that is going to be very difficult to get something out of, but with the Night Stalker Undying, I think after 5 minutes, they got a good shot.
Yeah.
And I also want to point out that the reason why Navi's Disruptor didn't have a lot of success was the first 5 minutes, that Disruptor couldn't do a single thing. And I hope that this one will be a little different.
That's a great point. I really do feel like this match will be decided kind of by this Disruptor. He's able to stop this Night Stalker from going crazy and being able to get these early game kills and that early game momentum for Mineski, then this is going to be a completely different game. But if they put that correct pressure, if Night Stalker is able to get on and silence him before he can get anything off, Mineski could totally have this one in the bag.
I think that Disruptor is going to be public enemy #1 for the Night Stalker. I think that Nighttime's going to roll around and he's going to be looking for a snack. He's got a friend with that Shadow Shaman. He's got, Undying. Like, they need people to also hit that Tombstone when he's just plopping it down. And if they've got a ton of stacks of Decay, too, it's easy peasy for this Night Stalker. Yep. I do like the Death Prophet pickup, though. I feel like the 3 cores on the side of PSG.LGD, they feel really good to me right now, right? Because Pango going to be able to do quite a lot of chaos in these team fights. Jug, of course, is kind of like the jack of all trades. He's a good, strong hero. He's able able to, get out of potentially bad situations because he can spin. He's got, physical damage, and he's also the healing ward, which gives him a little bit more sustain in lane. And then the Death Prophet, like we saw in the previous series, when that ultimate's up, if she's pushing early, if she's putting out a lot of aggression, it's very difficult to fight into that, especially because she's got, there's quite a few melee heroes on the board, and Spirit Siphon is just so good when you're trying to get away from them and just keep on surviving throughout that. So,
now, my colleagues, I have a question for you.
All right, colleague, what do you got?
Do you feel like PSG.LGD might be playing a little bit too much in Mineski? We talked about how it's quite obvious what Mineski's going to do. They're going to run at you in the early mid game. PSG.LGD, they're kind of picking the same kind of thing. They're trying to play their game against them. Do you think that that's the right thing to do, or should they be kind of just playing more defensive and getting that late game? Because there's a lot of different ways you can beat Mineski's lineup. PSG.LGD looks like they just want to go head-to-head against them.
Well, at the moment, I feel like if you're looking at Mineski's lineup, yes, it's going to be scary, but later on, the only one that you have to worry about is that Ember Spirit, and I'm thinking that the Death Prophet can work against the Ember Spirit real well, that he has the silence, Disruptor has the silence. I'm thinking at the moment PSG.LGD is doing the right thing and picking up all the tools to be able to deal with Mineski's lineup. Sure, nighttime will be a bit scary, but if that's the only worry that PSG.LGD has, the nighttime, they're doing pretty well.
That is true, yeah.
There's a lot of pressure, though, coming out from Mineski, because you've got the split push potential not only coming out from the Ember Spirit, but also the Shadow Shaman, too. And we've seen that, especially, when they're kind of creeping along the lines, right?
Woo!
Do you get a like?
It's a lichen.
That was a good impression of a lichen. Thank you, Shiver.
I didn't even get for that, but yes.
It's perfect.
It is a lichen. Why?
They got a lot of push. I'll say that.
They got so much push. This is actually terrifying. Because it's all great if you're going to win your lane at 5 minutes in. But how are you going to stop the push that comes at 10 minutes in at daytime?
That's one of the ways to deal with that team, as we were talking about. Mineski, obviously, they want to fight. PSG.LGD now has a secondary win condition. You can fight us, but if you put in your entire team to fight us top, we're just going to push bottom with a Lycan or a Death Prophet, whoever's not in there, and create all this chaos. And the longer this game goes, the less chance Mineski really has on this.
At this point, it doesn't look like it's going to last very long, because the deep push alive in the Mineski is only the Ember Spirit. Once he gets a bit of farm, I mean, the Ether Shock of Shadow Shaman is not really going to be a high priority for him. Well, it might actually have to be. And the only way for Mineski to push towers is the Shadow Shaman, but it's not really nice for counter pushing. You don't really want to use those wards defensively. So at this point, okay, that's another wave clear, but then you've stuck with an Ember Spirit Shadow Fiend. I don't like it.
Don't like it, she says. We saw Shadow Fiend do actually really good earlier today in kind of these team fighting lineups, but this early game, man, Mineski has got to have this go their way for this one.
Moxie, what do you think?
I like Mineski's draft. I'm gonna go for it. Yeah, I like the aggression, the options that they have on the table. Granted, PSG.LGD, they look scary, but if they're able to execute it, apparently I am slacks now.
What?
Oh, there we go. All right.
Slacks, what do you think?
You've already been picked.
I am not going Mineski. Sorry, production. I didn't say Mineski.
He didn't.
I didn't say that. Just because me and Moxie have a very similar voice. She sounds like a beautiful, talented woman, and so do I. Well, whatever. It's on the board.
I'll have you know, I did go for Mineski in my prediction with the shards, but I do like the draft of PSG.LGD in this one better. I went for the value bet, as I'm sure a lot of people did. By the way, during the game, of course, you can vote for your MVP of the game. So don't worry, every game again, we'll reset this and you can vote again. And it is a best of 3 this time. We are in the upper bracket. Winner of this will be... Actually?
Oh, I am very excited about that.
Thanks, Slack.
Which one of us said that?
Prepare for battle.
Thank you very much, Kiba. Yes, PSG.LGD up against Mineski. This is quite a match at the Titans here. SCA versus China. Who is going to come out on top? I'm Eddie Pixel. I'm joined by Bulldog for this one. And Bulldog, we got some pressure coming out from the PSG.LGD lads. Death Prophet, Lycan, Jug. They want to push.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely want to go for objectives. Just go all up in your face. on the other side, Mineski, they're going for like an early Ember Spirit. That's kind of risky to do that, and we see he didn't even get that punish though. They only have Disruptor, which is not the greatest against him. Ideally with Ember, you want to like jump in the back line. If you do that against Disruptor though, if he just puts out the ult, you can just easily die. But when you just all this 5-man LGD, they're not too scared about the Ember at all, so...
Not at all, yeah. If they start to group up and start pushing in these lanes, Mineski could get a little run over with some of these cores, especially like the SF, if he doesn't get the time and space to head to the jungle, start to raise some camps and get a Greaves online. The pressure's going to hurt them, so we'll see if PSG.LGD are able to amp it up and go for this sort of 25-minute, 30-minute victory that their lineup is geared best towards.
And they picked Ember first too, so they're clearly very comfortable with this hero. In the group stage, they didn't do too well. I mean, they went top 2, obviously, but struggled against E-Home twice, but ultimately came out on top. But even so, E-Home is no longer in the tournament.
No, they looked a little rough. They looked a lot of rough. It wasn't good.
They lost to Mason.
I mean, well, you know, it is Mason, and he's quite a man. And we'll see now because we're going to get, of course, Chalice is going to be taking the Lycan down to the bottom lane, and he's going to be backed up. But, I mean, let's talk about, I mean, FY, beautiful man, and he's playing the Pango. Some support Pangolier here this game, Bulldog.
Yeah, we don't see that too often.
No.
This hero needs a lot of levels. That's why we see it in core a lot, and benefits quite a lot from items as well. Just dishing out all that damage, but there's a hero that can, a player that can make it work in a sport that FY.
Yeah. I mean,
he usually just takes the farm as well.
He does.
I mean, look at this. He's like, I'll take the farm.
He's hitting the quick. Step back.
You zone, I hit creeps.
This lane is too dangerous for you. I can let me, you know, he's trying to do him. Yeah.
They're going to be too good later on, though. Lycan with all this creep is probably just going to kill that Tombstone. If the Tombstone is not a threat, the hero kind of falls off heavily late game, or mid and late. Yeah, the power of early game still, though. The hero's a beast.
On Chalice, he's yet to hit anything. He's having a rough one here. As you say, it's a good duo to punish a melee hero, and there we go. Chalice to get his first CS in the game. It's going to be a slow start for him.
Yeah.
A lot of place and space secured for our Jit.
Need to be a little bit careful. Once Ember get a few levels, there can always be that kill potential. Chalice is tanky though, but you don't want to underestimate the Decrepify. I mean the Undying. Reduces strength. Middle, however, it's SF's got an early lead, which means he kind of can take over the lane here. 9-5 already.
Yeah, not seeming to feel any pressure on the early levels again. From the Death Prophet. I was up top, Febby, and the X-Nova giving each other a bit of love. And then why? Got Pilot Die behind him. So he's got the swashbuckle.
How he's gonna do this? He just flicks it. Not much else he can do.
On top lane at the same time, Arme, he's seeing an opportunity to try and chase down Febby. But KP with some nice blocks, keeping him at bay, Febby. Juking around the trees. He will get himself back, but not far enough back as there's the wraparound. X-Nova with the kinetic field provides the control needed for Arme to get first blood on Febby.
We saw that Nightstalker being a little bit more picked like a few weeks ago, then kind of disappeared again. I'm not a huge fan of it personally. The 5-minute night times now, it takes so long for him to come online. He's kind of useless in the daytime, and you gotta wait so long now for the first night. Like before 4 minutes, you got it quickly, you just dominate the lane, and you gotta wait so long now. Not really a threat at all.
Now seeing down bottom, Chalice is now starting to catch up a little bit, and CS is able to get in and at least find something, but it's not easy. As you say, well, we're not continuing to get any easier for him as the levels do ramp up on the Ember and the Undying. Slider Fist spams there as well to just keep both FY and Chalice pretty low. It's a couple of melee heroes trying to go up against an Undying lane. It's not going to be fun for PSG.LGD in these early minutes. And Bottomans. Mid lane matchup, 18 for 8, still against the 14 for 3. The SF managing to hold that lead after getting that early advantage in the first few waves. Moon doing a great job against XM.
Yeah, this Death Prophet is a hero that kind of never loses the mid. She's always fine. Always got that just drain the life siphon. And she got a few nerfs to her armor and such, but she's still just a fine laner. She doesn't really dominate unless she's playing as a melee maybe, but free farming Shadow Fiend, it's a little bit worrying.
Oh, it's going to be a little scary, that's for sure. FY with the haste range, trying his best to put some harassment on Spike. Oh, it's hard to do. He's tanky, and these two heroes struggle really to find the damage to kill a beefed up Undying. Especially as we say, it's going to be hard for FY to play the hero from this position. We do not see a lot of support Pango, as FY is going to, of course, be determined to show us it can work.
And all the core's doing well for Mineski. If they just get this good laning stage, it's soon going to be nighttime as well, which is going to put more pressure. If you just get this good early, they're going to get their tank items. If they get mech on the Shadow Fiend, and you always want to buy the Crimson against Lycan, it just removes all this defense. LGD might like the damage, honestly, to kill anything.
Yeah, no, I guess when it comes to taking objectives, sure, they've got firepower to do so, but when it comes to just contained and controlled damage onto a single target, it could be a little all over the place, and something that Mineski can play around.
As long as Shadow Fiend and Ember has a good game, they're just going to be able to do a lot of damage. So maybe if they get some kind of rotation and that stuff, just kills them, but it's not going to happen.
Oh, the
Courier.
Hey, was that Mr. FY finding the courier? Must have been. He was the only one over that side of the map. FY able to take the courier away.
And it's the flying courier as well, gives tons of experience and just some gold. It's worth so much. You underestimate that. Yeah. Playing pretty slow right now.
It is. I mean, both teams heavily focused on just keeping the lanes in patrol. Wow. Ah, shit. He just walks up, slide a fist, and FY's out of the game.
Well, that's
FY,
easy.
you got to be careful in a lane against the Undying. If you start to lose that strength, suddenly a slide of fist will come in, and it will hurt.
And this is where math comes in.
Yeah.
Just like you need to do those calculations in your head when you're playing against an Undying.
Yeah, I mean, FY always struck me as sort of a geography kind of guy, you know.
Yeah.
And history, you know, sort of the wise FY. Maths, like, he doesn't need maths to be beautiful. And here we go, top lane, FY. He's back in the game, and he's with xMode. And they go for the smoke play. See if they can catch out that SF in the mid lane. As you say, very important for Mineski that Moon's game is kept on track, and so far he's absolutely crushing it in the mid, getting easy farm.
It's going to be hard, though. He's got 8-1 sticks. Pretty tanky.
He's playing safe as well. He's going to neutrals. He knows that what the supports are off the map. He knows that this sort of play is going to come out. He's reading the map perfectly, and it's going to mean the PSG.LGD struggle to find a play. He is going to start heading back towards the lane. So we'll see. I mean, with the exorcism up, and now he knows FY revealing himself about what he needs it now. Is there any sort of TP coming in for him? Doesn't look to be it. Moon will fall. TP's coming in. It's going to be cancelled. They do manage to actually pick up one. Moon there actually with the illusion. I believe from the illusion that he picked up earlier is able to take down the disruptor in return. This is PSG.LGD using the exorcism. Ideally, they want to try and get as much damage onto this tier 1 tower as well, done whilst Moon is off the map. On with XM, pilot here though. So XM will be slightly limited in how much he can do onto the tower. But they get that SF, this is what they were hunting for.
There's a lot of patience here, but they don't get the tower from that. So it's not the end of the world, and Shadow Fiend did get a kill, so he doesn't lose too much. It's pretty even, so the most worrying thing is this Ember. It's like super farm.
Yeah, he is. He's getting absolutely free farm down bottom top lane, aren't they? Nearly finding KP, but KP's got the movement speed. 109, 3 points in it, and he's zooming out of there.
Really good. Once these two cores just... And that's like this was a strong cooldown. Definitely just want to get a free kill with that, and it was not really helping anyway there. You just calm down a little bit, but you need to do something though, because if they just sit back and do nothing, this Ember and Nightstalker is just going to run at them and just start killing people soon. They're doing really well net worth wise, and just once that SF gets the mechanism, if he's going for that bill, I assume he would. Yeah, he is. Whoever has to keep.
You know, but they're unlikely to have people that can farm them as quick as heroes like the SF. You know, he's going to have sort of that Greaves online before there's any aura really on PSG.LGD's lineup. As Arjit will move over, take some farm from the mid lane as Moon head back into the jungle. AP and Fabi on the prowl up top, seeing if they can get involved in a bit of action.
Yeah, they have not done much with this Night Stalker. I mean, they've been pressuring Jug a little bit, I guess, but not enough. You know, you just want to get some kills. But I guess he's just been farming. Not the end of the world. It's ultimate now, though. And they did secure a lane just for FY bottom, so he gets some levels. He really needs 6 on that hero to be useful.
And they're bringing in a +1 towards top. Ajit will start up top. I mean, he's playing. He's back behind.
It's a very hard kill as well.
With the Blade Fury available.
Meanwhile,
Slash, you gotta be careful how you dive. They're using that exorcism. And Arme, he's just gonna go for the Blade Fury and TP out as he moves over towards the middle lane. And knows the Mineski have a lot of heroes up, it doesn't want to stick around.
Just really good to make sure you just wave down or spin the creeps down as well, so they can't push easily. Just delay it a little bit as your team's getting bottom, and then you can just rotate middle and just keep getting the towers. And the trade is really good here, right? 2 towers for theoretically, but we'll see what happens first. But you definitely want to get the top tower now.
This is what
the lane.
This is what their lineup wants to do. PSG.LGD. Off the map. Shut down sort of safe areas. The SF's going to be looking to farm inside of the jungle. How that superior map control and taking towers at this pace is absolutely going to allow them to do so, as they can look to just move straight up to the top, keep on pushing. Already TP comes from XM up towards that tier 1 tower, as they'll be able to hold it and be able to start getting the pressure up onto that top lane as well, and eye up a third tier 1 tower at a very, very quick timing. 11 minutes in, they're starting to get their lineup online. The route now onto the Night Stalker is there for the glimpse back. He'll try for the TP out, but the damage is too much. KP, he falls, and we are starting to really see the power of the early group up and go from PSG.LGD.
Radiant's top tower falling.
At least.
Go for the dark.
He's not good enough.
Top lane. So up to the net. Next up.
Double kill.
Flames clear the way.
Zemba trying to do his best to punish LGD for the pushes. He's also going to be able to grab a haste rune. See if he can go for FY. There's no tier 1 tower, of course, any longer in the middle lane. Just with the sleight of fist. FY's low, but does also have the Rolling Thunder ready to go, so RG won't get any further onto him.
Yeah. You gotta be careful when you're pushing for LGD. If you don't have your ultimates, Lycan does nothing really. Death Prophet is so you really need ult to fight for sure. And the amount of cash Mineski has, we're gonna see a kill here.
Yeah, it looks like
easy glimpse kill.
A little too long. Oh, I say that. He's alive. He's gonna live.
The goals.
They're not gonna be able to catch him. He's gonna get out of it. KP's able to kill on that time and out. Touch him, rotate. XM's in trouble. He's trying to get a walk. FY's coming into the Rolling Thunder to FY. Fucking some stuns to allow the death roll. XM's finally gets bursted by Heavy. But already, FY's found 2. Wants to try and find another, but there's 3 members of Mineski here. Good to fight, so FY's got to be careful. Mineski get the tower. And short, they lose Ember Spirit and a Night Stalker. Oh, he's back in!
Jeez.
Oh, he knows that there's someone seeping out in the trees, and it's a big one. Moon gets shut down by FY. Swashbuckler hit. You got to watch out for this Panga.
Yeah, and this is where you give him farm. Where you see him just killing him. At the end of there, you see a Lycan coming and doing nothing.
Yeah, he's
don't give Chalice farm.
Absolutely, FY is
FY. He knows how to play.
Yeah, what's going on, Chalice?
Doing nothing.
FY, he's
give Chalice
showing him up.
Absolutely, FY is
such a crucial kill as well. He's getting so, like he's level 10.
Level 10. FY, he's showing him up.
Such a crucial kill as well. He's getting so, like he's level 10.
Level 10.
Level 10 on the
Chalice is level
support.
8. Oh dear, I think we might see some role swaps in the future for this team.
Radiant's bottom
FY,
tower
He definitely
new
deserves a
offlaner.
clap. Clap for that. Jesus.
My goodness. Watch out for the FY Panga.
And yeah, he's got his item now. Increases damage by a lot. Still, you're gonna have nighttime in 1 minute now. They're gonna be so powerful right now. They have Make as well in 50 gold. Here we go. Just gotta be a little bit careful with this ultimate of LGD.
Yeah.
When they have their ultimates, you gotta be. You can't go completely YOLO here. You only have level 1 ults so far though.
Let's see what they can do about this. Is PSG.LGD
This is risky. This is 3 man.
Well, there we go. That's a big one. They do have the static storm down, controlling Moon. FY is going to miss him with the Rolling Thunder as he jumps over with the shield crash, but it doesn't matter. They have the damage.
He's only
Take him
human.
down anyway. Yeah, he's just going for the scenic plays. Watching from the sidelines as Moon falls. I mean, that sort of play, it's slowing down the SF. Moon had a good start in lane, but now PSG.LGD are getting these kills. And FY himself, after the Javelin, he's going to build for the team. He wants to get that mech online for himself and the boys.
It's taking so long to just get those souls back as well. And now LGD is going to start getting closer to that level 2 ults on all their cores, which is going to make them also much more powerful. Can probably easily go Roche as well soon enough. And is he buying Crimson Guard on Night Stalker? No. Someone needs to buy it though. It's like one of the most crucial items against Lycan.
Radiant's bottom
No, for sure,
tower
against
is
the
under
Lycan.
attack.
I mean, yeah, against the Jug, even against the Pango Swashbuckle, it does a lot, the little bits of damage block. As you say, not looking to get it on anyone anytime soon. As down bottom,
Oh, not
Chalice.
again.
He's in onto Moon. Moon does rev up the Requiem. He gets it off. They're still chasing Moon. See if Chalice is able to finish this one off. He should be. I mean, Mech's going to be popped as well as the Sorrop. And in fact, that's enough to keep Moon alive, or is it? FY's in and he's ready to rock and roll. Coming in with the Shield Crash and the Rolling Thunder. Moon will be separated from the rest of his team. FY slides back in with a final Swashbuckle to seal the kill. Same time in mid. What's going on here? Jit and KP, they're diving in. They've got a static storm down. That was a dive too far. I mean, Mineski, they were totally split up. They had 2 pushing mid, 2 down bottom, 1 doing who knows what. And what were they doing behind that tier 2 tower? That was not the place to be.
Yeah, I mean, they need to do some kind of plays, but LGD's doing way better plays right now. Mineski's like, they just dropped the ball. I don't know what they're doing right now. They need to... This Night Stalker hasn't done really anything so far.
He's just a stalker.
Yeah.
Nothing's happened at any time of day or night. KP. He's
not good
struggling
at all.
to find the openings to get the plays. It's a slow start for him.
He's taking his time. Observing his opponents, their patterns.
Here we go.
Then he sneaks in for a kill.
Oh, here we have it.
He knows.
He likes FY, but FY, he's too tanky. He has a stout.
He's level 12.
It's too much for this Night Stalker.
He's level 12 and it's got Mick.
It's got Mick.
How? How's this possible?
FY, he's cruising this game. I mean, he's nearly as farmed. I mean, you see it. It's like 5.8k net worth. He's up there with all the other cores. Pretty much this game.
It's not hard. If you just make the right rotations, you get this kind of farm. The problem is you just got to make those right rotations and not die.
And he's certainly done that. We're going to see Jit very close to having the Maelstrom done on top of the phase and drums. So we'll step up his damage potential, but still it's just been a bit of a slow game for Mineski, and it's going to hurt against PSG.LGD. If every time now PSG.LGD win a fight, they're going to be taking tier 2 towers.
And LGD is sticking a lot together. Not really. You don't really can pick these heroes off, and it's proving to be a big problem. Meanwhile, we see the Fabry just pushing out. He looks pretty dead to me.
I think he's pretty dead.
They're hunting him. They know.
Oh no.
You don't want to show there.
Oh no, Fabi. Oh no. Who's going to be the one to get the final touch? FY wants it.
They gave it to FY.
I mean, they give
know.
it. He's the true... Oh, don't steal FY's kills. Okay. He'll let XM have it.
Well, that's when you just say space as a support. Was intended.
It was a decent bit of space. 3 arrows going for the kill on Fabi there. So, you know, there's definitely an element of truth to that. Map opened up a bit for Mineski. Jit should have been allowed to pretty much have that Maelstrom complete, I would imagine. And Moon, how's he doing? He's got the money for his full griefs. No, no, so.
But they kind of missed their timing a little bit now. It's not as powerful anymore. Having died so many times and...
X-Nova?
I
Yeah,
couldn't
he's
see where he landed.
apologizing. He's apologizing, and hey, it doesn't matter. They get the kill anyway.
He knows he needs to apologize instantly or they're going to be real mad.
They're going to be very mad.
He's going to be punished.
Oh no, X-Nova.
You know,
he's such a sweet boy.
Yeah, he's a little sweet boy.
Yeah.
He's not a man, he's a sweet boy.
You saw in that interview, Slax, he looked terrified.
Yeah, well, Slack's the big American.
He is, Slax is scary.
All Americans are big, mostly, though.
Yeah. Big bone.
Big bone. And yeah,
There we go. They're talking about big bones. Roshan. He's getting a beating here from PSG.LGD. They're in the pit. They're taking him down.
There's no way you can fight this. The DP ult.
Uh-oh. Get away from the Pango. FY's coming in, and he's rolling about. Pilot die. Will get his struck once by the big balls of FY, and that's Roshan down, and Age is taken by XM. They do have the shackles onto FY, but he's still able to shield crash out, turn around the swashbuckle. The Omni Slash bouncing around. Arme gets the kill onto the Undying. It's now PSG.LGD. They've got that Aegis. They can continue to push even more KP. He'll grab a bounty route. Change does hold back the Disruptor. So at least KP will be able to flat back to safety. Silence is out onto Arjit. But again, no further follow-up. Still no PSG.LGD now to 7k gold lead.
Yeah, they're pretty much making no mistakes at all. Like, they're just getting the pick-offs. Here and there, getting tons of levels. Go for objectives. Got all the first 3 towers really quickly. Get a little bit gold lead, and now just get the Roche. And just switch rolls. And then go for tier 2s.
Yeah.
I mean, very simple strategy, honestly. The problem is, Mineski's not gotten those successful ganks with the Night Stalker and the Ember Spirit. Not really been doing anything.
They haven't. It's been a bit of a strange and slow game for them. I mean, understandably, I guess it's very hard to find those openings against LGD's lineup because at PSG.LGD have just been 5-manning as such. Like, how do you sort of run into this as a Night Stalker? It's very hard. So maybe at that point you're just looking sort of back at the draft and saying that PSG.LGD, they really got a one-up on Mineski in the drafting this game. As this just seems to play out that much nicer. Now a full Diffusal Blade done for Arme. I mean, they're good to go. PSG.LGD are pretty much borderline ready to go high ground.
Yeah. Pretty much just end the game. Yeah. Some teams play too safe, which just a lot of times you see teams losing because of that. But LGD knows they're ahead and they're just going to keep going for objectives. They need to TP back and push out, they'll do that, but honestly, they can just go high ground here, right? Does he have ultimate on DP?
Not quite yet.
They'll have it when they go up. But they might want to TP top first, though, just to get rid of that.
FY's going to head back and solo kill everybody here. Yeah. That's his plan.
He's got the Arcane Rune.
Yeah, gets that lucky shot proc. Let's see what he can do. He's got full Greaves. There we have him. He's rolling in. He's going to miss Fairby. Oh, no. Oh, there we go. He gets him on the drive-by on the way back. So catch out Fairby. Fairby will be able to try and get a Hex off. They've managed to shackle FY.
Don't take it.
No.
X-Nova.
He knows.
Think about it.
He knows. Otherwise, he's going to have to spam those stories again if he steals
no mana.
And Moon.
They can't kill this guy.
They can't with the Diffusal Blade. He's doing too much damage, Arme. He's burning their mana and burning their dreams. Silenced out from XM means that Moon has to stay right back. As they'll feed on the tombstone of Pylodite. More money for the Jug.
Alright, now they ensure that all lanes are pushed. They can easily just take the top tier 2 and go for the next one as well. There's nothing really stopping them.
No.
There is no nighttime. He has ultimate, but that'll last for a way shorter time now as well. So it's not going to be easy. They need to get into the backline somehow and kill the Disruptor. But
that's the only hero that he can kill.
Yeah, I don't think they can kill any heroes.
No, especially not FY with the Greaves. That's not a kill. And everyone else is just, they've got these items that are making them tanky for 23 minutes in.
And they still have the Aegis.
Yeah, it's tough. It's very tough. There's also a double damage rune down bottom. If PSG.LGD get wind of that, they'll certainly be good to go and try and end the game. As Mineski, they had a pretty good laning stage. They were farming well on all of the causes. It just really seems that their draft isn't able to do anything that just matches up well against what PSG.LGD's lineup's able to do. The timings aren't there for these heroes. As Boone gets run down in the middle lane, Omni Slash expanded to take the Shadow Fiend out of the game. FY jumping up to the high ground. He's got his eyes on Pylodite. Hex will come out from the low ground from Febby. No way the Pilot Eye can be safe. They do lose the Disruptor. As we said, he's the only one that can die, really, on this lineup of PSG.LGD. As RJ has the Remnant out, getting left behind there, surrounded by the four of them. Has to be careful about this mana getting drained. XM's already into the base down bottom.
It's not even in that fight.
They're looking to end it, and this is the dream time in 24 minutes. Is what we said at the start. 25 to 30 minutes in, PSG.LGD's lineup is geared to end the game, and I don't see any stopping it at the moment from Mineski. This is just PSG.LGD textbook draft into textbook execution.
And they pretty much made no flaws at all, and just gonna end the game. There's nothing to do. Honestly, this is over.
It really has just been a bit of a non-game from Mineski this game one.
They still want to try. Keep trying. It's 2 racks. Because they don't have their ultimates anymore. They're pretty weak then.
Oh, now much just
they have ages. Still have ages.
Can even kill him the once. With the Blade Fury and the healing ward's still out. I mean, they just walk off and they're full HP.
Just walk away.
So fast.
What do you do as Mineski now? We just lost 2 sides of racks, guys. You see, the camera, the darkness.
FY, he's found another. I think Nightstalker probably not going to see an appearance in the rest of the series. This hero, it feels like it just doesn't do anything. Well, I mean, what does an offlane Nightstalker do, boy?
I mean, once you get that 5 minutes, you apply a lot of pressure. But the problem was there's a Jugger there who's like, you could see that Nightstalker could be good against it because he can perma-silence him, but you just stay your distance from him, and it's really hard for Jagger to die, honestly, unless he screws up, and so you can't pressure that lane, really. And then they just missed their timing, I think, around 15 minutes, because there was some key pickoffs on the Shadow Fiend, like twice. Just delayed that make and gave so much gold to LG, and we just saw FY being so high level.
Yeah, look, FY, of course, at this point, more farm than any member of Mineski's lineup. I'm sure they're 2 racks up, but it's something to see. I mean, I think maybe you have to ban the Pango.
Yeah.
They'll play it in any role, pretty much. LGD. And especially in the hands of FY, he gets a lot done with it.
Yeah, but there's really no hero he's not making a lot on.
Yeah. It's hard to ban out his pool, as it is so vast. As they're trying it, they do have Chalice. Chalice does decide to do a little bit of feeding, you know, even the scales a little bit. And FY, he's got to roll. Oh, he's got to roll out. He's going to turn and start rolling back into them. Now a roll off.
Here's the team.
Bit of a bait, KP. He's going to walk forward onto Xnova. They do have Omni Slash available on Arme. See if Mineski can find something more. They got one. They'd love to find another. They are fighting into the Ghost, though. XM's got the Ghost out. Static Storm's there, trapping Arjit. Wards will be dropped by Febby. It's going to be a buyback straight away from Arjit. Febby will fall on the side of everything. Arme has still got Omni Slash. As XM moves in with the BKB, the Ghost shredding through another. 2 buybacks now out from Mineski. They're trying to do everything they can to turn this one around, but they'll lose the SF. The high ground is going to get pressure once again. Chalice.
Oh,
he's going to be back in a second, ready to push on. And this is going to be the mid racks falling. The range racks now, as well as the melee racks gone. Jump forward. They're trying to jump on the DP. There's the Omni Slash coming out. Arme, he's in. Cuts down another. That's going to be a dead Ember as well. GG is finally called by Mineski. And this really is a back to the drawing board for Mineski. Nothing worked out for them this game. The draft, it was off point, and PSG.LGD, they played their lineup perfectly. They had
I think they can, Chiefs.
Good.
You know, that was a little tester in game 1, see what kind of opponents they're up for. Now it's time to get serious, all right? Stuff's on the line now. You don't want to go to lower bracket. It's best of 1 down there. That's dirty. Stay up here in the cleanly high bracket. What?
Well, you're right.
Yes.
The team that wins the upper bracket round 1 is in the top 6. Top 6 means the next time you're playing, you're going to be playing.
Yeah, but you know, that's a story though if you make it through the lower bracket, right? It's a big build-up. Like, why are you calling the lower bracket
you
dirty?
Almost effed it up.
Got something against people playing in the lower bracket?
No. Well,
no,
yes, I do. They effed up. High bracket is, you know, it is respectable the entire way through. Hey, look at that. A first pick Pango on Mineski. Now, Mineski is known for their Pango Leader as well. Always have been. And be seeing that on the other foot here today. And it's looking pretty good. Question is, are we going to see those traditional counters for that Pango this time on LGD? Mineski didn't really put too much effort into countering that Pango. We saw how bad that turned out for him.
It did, but if it's just, well, so the counters to Pangolier are, well, Bane's already banned out, but then there's obviously Grimstroke and Puck.
Yep.
Do you really want to pick one of those?
Why not?
Oh,
Magnus, though.
Magnus hasn't been too successful today.
Not at all. We saw quite the questionable Magnus earlier, but then again, it was, you know, an off-lane Magnus. He was level 4 at like 15 minutes, and then we're going to pick up a Phantom Assassin as well. We have seen someone try to do the Magnus PA.
It did not work out for them, not at all.
No.
Home. They lost to Infamous there, so...
All right, you are seeing kind of the regions come out here, right?
Yeah.
Home picking that up, PSG.LGD picking that up. So, it's just, that's why I love international Dota. You know, for the last 3 days, we've just been seeing every single game Oracle Viper. Now it's Magnus PA. You can tell what's going on in these different regions.
For sure. Everybody bringing their own flair, and this tournament, we're going to find out which one has a better grasp on what's good and bad? And is Magnus PA really old-fashioned and bad now? That's the question that we're going to have answered. Because if PSG.LGD can win with it, maybe there's still some, you know, some beacons of light that can shine upon those too. But if they can't win with it, well, I feel like they're out of here.
Yeah. I mean, it's very interesting to see it when teams favor either the Phantom Assassin or the Troll, because really they're both in that kind of same place. It's almost exactly the same. They have kind of minimal impact until they start getting BKB areas and then running at people and just right-clicking. And we've even seen some Magnus paired up with Troll to give them a little bit quicker action time, but despite being different heroes, it seems like dealing with them is very much the same. And then, of course, we're going to see that Leshrac get picked up, picking on that PA before she can pluck herself a BKB.
I'm interested. It's a kind of an open-ended draft coming out from the side of Mineski, right? But, you know, we've seen them pick up Pango before, but also they could move it around with the draft. You can have some interesting lanes going on, which could leave PSG.LGD guessing just a bit. But I do like the early aggression that they're going to be able to output, especially with that Leshrac. Be interested to see, though, if they go all in again, as they did with the Undying and the Night Stalker sort of thing, like very, very early sort of aggression push, or if they're going to give themselves a little bit of a insurance policy. Are they going to keep something behind that's going to be, you know, a little bit more formidable in that late game, or what?
I think they definitely will. We saw them kind of test the waters with that in game 1, and now in game 2 already, they're starting to, as you said, be more fluid, have more plans. So we will see where those plans are headed very soon as we're out of reserve time. And they're taking some serious time to think.
So the question is, previous game, would we blame that on the draft, the way the laning worked? Would we blame it on the Night Stalker? Like, where was the problem? Because sure, they went all in, but I guess so did PSG.LGD. They went all in on this push, and they got the Lycan last, which cemented them in for that strategy. And maybe Mineski just revealed what they had too early.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about win condition, right? And the different ways that you can achieve it. For that last game, Mineski had one win condition, and PSG.LGD, they could push, they could wait, they could gank, they could have a lot of different ways to make that one win out. So definitely saw more thoughts on that from PSG, but this game, a lot more fluid. SIP is telling you, get the Viper, get the Troll.
No, I think they're telling him to ban it.
Get out of there. Get those things out of there.
I mean, to be honest, I think you do want to ban the Viper because Viper against PA is really nice for the Viper.
That's right. Many would call it the pretty much hard counter right now in this meta, and we have seen that come to fruition many times in the last couple of days. PAs just jump on that Viper straight into the nasty Nether Toxin, and then what are they going to do? Die horribly. Imagine dying a Nether Toxin?
I mean, that sounds pretty terrible.
It's awful.
Painful too.
You're in a pool of acid, Moxie.
5
Yeah,
seconds
that does not
remaining.
sound like it would be a great time. But
The Ember Spirit we saw, Ajit actually do pretty okay on the Ember. He was the only one actually doing okay on the net worth in the early stages of the game. So no surprise to see that banned out. And we've got a Vengeful Spirit coming out. This Vengeful Spirit, we've seen a lot more over the last couple of days, and it's been picked mostly as a core. Sometimes offlane, sometimes mid.
And the utility has been there. As we have seen, Vengeful can be such an interesting core because you have the kind of equal opportunity to be killing stuff and then also saving your teammates. And wow, it's kind of like a Terror Blade these days. So really enjoy seeing that hero, and we're not seeing too many hard hitters to be paired up with that Magnus besides PA. So still, I mean, She-Ra, I got to be with you. I'm flabbergasted about this ignoring Viper. He could just come out and ruin this draft from PSG.LGD right now, but Elder Titan going to be picked up.
Yep.
We've seen a lot of this hero still. Great for controlling these team fights and making sure that you're grabbing people without even the Vengeful Spirit being able to disrupt too much, because he can just stun the entire team.
there's still very value in that laning stage too, being able to, use that spirit, walk through camps, walk through heroes and whatnot, and then just give them one great big old punch, right?
One big old briefcase beatdown. That is correct. Moxo.
Moxo?
That'd be a cool name.
No. I like Moxie a lot better.
Moxie? Moxo?
No.
Pretty sure Slacks changes my name every time he writes it in like anything. I think I've been Moxo, Mixie, Moxar.
Moxar? That sounds awesome. That's
And
like a
then
Star Trek villain.
Okay.
Lower the shields, Moxar. Alright, excuse me. What about Shivar? Oh shit! That one's already there.
I was gonna say, that is literally my Instagram tag. Thank you for plugging that.
Shivar.
Shivar, because Shiver was taken.
Hey!
There we go.
There you
Punks
go.
always steal your name. I don't get that. Don't steal my name. I try to get a PSN account.
What's a PSN?
PlayStation.
PlayStation.
Yeah.
Somebody jacked that. What are you doing? You ain't me.
Someone has PlayStation account Sir Action Slacks?
Yeah.
That's not you.
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure it wasn't you and you forgot your password?
I ain't gonna play PlayStation, bro. What am I, a normie? Here's Bounty Hunter. Holy whoa!
Ooh, I like that.
It's been a while since we've seen this hero.
Played as a core recently, but I'm not sure. I would say the FY Bounty Hunter, the way that he played that Pango, doesn't matter if he's listed as a core or not, he can play it as a core, even if FY is the one playing it. Oh, and that means all skirmishes and fights is going to happen. PSG.LGD is going to come out ahead if it's a trade.
That is correct, and as we were talking about, PA, she needs those items, and the real way to win those games is to shut her down before the 20-minute mark. Now she's beefed up by Magnus with damage. Now she's got more money with Bounty, and this Viper is still not banned. But Morphling is going to be picked up instead.
These teams must know something that we don't, that happened in the last couple of days that made Viper just be ignored. We saw Viper earlier today still getting first phase banned in the previous match. I don't know. It's a big mystery to me.
I'm speechless.
I am speechless.
You do have a Vengeful Spirit. I'm not sure where they're running that just yet. If it's going to be, Core Venge, or if it's going to be a support. Part of me is kind of leaning towards the support, but then you've got, the Phantom Assassin. If they went for something like a Viper with the Atos or whatnot, you could just swap out your Phantom Assassin, get her out of a potentially sticky situation, right?
Yep.
But it makes sense that they picked up the Elder Titan because they did pick up the Morphling on the side of Mineski, and it wasn't looking like we're going to see anything too crazy with like tri-lanes or whatever coming out from the side of PSG.LGD, which is really where he thrives. It is good Roche control pit though to keep Roche pit control rather. because you don't want to fight into a big ol' Echo Stomp and an Earth Splitter. Like, that's pretty scary right there.
Yeah, they don't have too many heroes for really tearing down that Roche, but you're absolutely right. I mean, kind of any team fight oriented battle that we have on Mineski, if they get the upper hand, they can just blow somebody up and control that fight really well right now. That Morphling is going to be doing some serious damage if this game continues on, and take over PA and become the assassin of the assassin, what some would call a hussassin, a magical assassin.
Sure.
What do we think? It's true. Look it up.
The what?
Jake Gyllenhaal fought him in Prince of Persia. Assassins.
Okay.
They're magical assassins. Read the lore, for God's sake.
No, sorry, suck.
We tried to pretend that movie never happened, though.
Jake Gyllenhaal was great in Prince of Persia. All right, the rest of the movie sucked, but he played a fine Prince of Persia.
All right.
Hey, come on, production.
No hating, no
Better
hating.
than Doom. That movie was
Let's not talk
garbo.
about that either.
Jeez. If they made a Dota movie, I'd have you playing.
Yeah? What you gonna say?
Stop right
What
now.
you gonna say there, Slacks?
Nice save.
Life stealer. You're freaking killing me right now.
Good. Good.
There it is. Thank you, Lord.
All right.
I felt like I was taking crazy pills. All right, Viper picked up as the last pick. PSG.LGD not afraid of that pick. Had ample time to ban that. Who bans Enigma instead of the Viper in this
They were
draft?
maybe thinking that the lanes were going to be different, that maybe Pango was going to be mid, in which case you would ban out something else, right? But it's going to be
10
most likely
seconds
Viper
remaining.
mid, still that Pango on the off lane, Morphling on the safe lane, and you got your support duo of the Elder Titan and the Leshrac.
I gotta say, this is just night and day drafting from Mineski. This makes a lot of sense to me. I know exactly what they're trying to do. They got everything they need. Damage, team fight, magical damage, and it's Pugna! Oh my god! The pet and the wizard meet again. Pugna used to be Viper's master, captured him from the nether, and now they're fighting in that last position. Holy, wow, my god!
Who do you favor, though? That's the question.
Definitely Mineski this time.
Yeah?
For real, though. Don't mess with me this time, production. But Mineski's draft is standard meta.
Slaxar.
Slaxar! Hi! Nice. I love it.
All
That could be
right.
my goatee name. But, yeah. Into it. Mineski draft all the way.
Moxie?
Mineski. I like this draft a lot. I mean, the Pugna's a good counter to the Leshrac, obviously, because, that nether ward, but I just...
Moxar!
I just like... I'll go with it. I like it. I'll take it. Yeah, sure.
Heck yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm liking Mineski's draft for sure.
I have a tough choice here because Mineski is definitely having a better draft than the previous game, but PSG.LGD looked so dominant in that first one, and they are running Mac PA, which I'm not very happy with, but I'm going for LGD anyway. Let's find out what's going to happen though in game number 2 of this UpperBracket series with OD. I mean, that's fine with OD Pixel and Bulldog. There you go.
We pirates now.
Arr!
CBS game. I'm OD Pixel, I'm here with Bulldog. We've got a couple of lineups out. We have LGD trying out the old PA Magnus. Used to be a whole lot better than it is nowadays, but still can be good. We did see it earlier today, didn't look too good, but we'll see if PSG.LGD have the magic that eHome did not earlier to make the duo work. But as the panel said, Mineski got some good picks this time around.
Well, did you see who was on the panel though?
That is true.
And it's like, did they not watch the last game?
There was a lot of belief in Mineski.
Pretty sure Mineski is kind of outclassed
Okay.
this series.
You said it.
So even if they got a better or a very good draft, I don't think that matters. And we also see FY on the Magnus, which that sounds pretty scary to me, and especially because the off-laner is Chalice playing the bounty, and that hero doesn't really stand and farm a lot, and you just want to walk around. So that means that FY will get a lot of fun this game.
Yeah, this is perfect because FY can tell Chalice to get the hell out of here, and he'll take the lane.
Yeah, so he will get that fast dagger, and we see what that man does, and it's scary. I'm scared for the enemy.
Let's see. Let's see what sort of magic Mineski do have going. They do, as the panel managed, of course, getting that final pick. Viper's always got to feel pretty good in today's meta. Played in a bit of a different capacity, though. It is an off-lane Viper. KP is going to be the one spitting out the poison this game, as we are going to see them contest the runes. If PSG.LGD is able to grab them, no, KP will be able to take that bounty rune down there. He's going to take quite a beating from it.
He's going to die. He's dead.
Body block, they do stun F5, but get with the dagger out. They got him. First button, look who's the man to take it. FY, that's his.
Yeah, we don't see a lot of Viper, because there are a couple of reasons. The reason Viper even became strong again and picked both times because his W. She put him middle levels, you just super jungle, you get like an 8 minute, 8 house, but that's not going to happen offlane. And offlane, Viper's one of the slowest heroes in Dota. He's going to get run and killed so easily, and you're not going to take advantage of his W here. It also not a good start.
Well, some of this is standard. Is it offlane bounty taking the invis first? Don't normally skill that, do you?
No, but I guess it's because he's completely solo. He doesn't feel like he can match up against enemy. Just want that leech experience. I just want to. Any LGD sees that they have a Viper offlane, and they know that hey, if he's not going to do anything.
Fab. He's got a couple of creeps there. I come back in range creep, that's right. Fab is going to be able to drag them to wherever he wishes. Wait, there's a courier. But did you get the courier out of that?
TP out, buddy. Be out in front of the creeps. He's dead.
Is he?
He can't TP out there. Just coming.
Oh,
he's fine.
Oh my! So, that's still gonna hit him? No, they're disjoints. Done in the TP. No.
Remember.
Is he hit by that magic?
Get it. Yeah,
he's running back to no. Nah, disjoints it, yeah.
Complete miss.
Yeah. Needs to aim it a bit better next time.
Yeah, the Viper, that's definitely something he did, because he needs levels, and he's still level 1, but this mega creep wave. But the PA was like, hey, you're not pulling, usually you pull it behind.
That's a lot of creep.
So he just keeps the wave here. He just goes around in a circle, and here you got a giga creep wave.
Oh my goodness, on both sides.
Well, you really want to sign out Viper here.
What's really range creep tonight? There's what? Where the range creeps at now, KP.
Can we watch Tia's here, please? Is that professional player?
I'm gonna miss a single one.
They shouldn't, because he's being paid to play.
There we go.
Okay, this is where it gets a little bit harder now.
He does it for the dagger for that one.
Professional player.
For the dagger. Come on, use the dagger. Use the dagger now. He's missing. Oh no. Oh man.
They're gonna get a kill though. That's he's paid.
Okay.
Oh,
Mega creeper is coming.
Yeah, I'll get the
PA
because he's used
was like,
the dagger.
hey, you're not pulling. Usually you pull it behind.
That's
a lot of creeps.
So
he just keeps the wave here. He just goes around in the circle.
Middle lane or top lane.
He felt the pressure. Oh wow, man!
But they're gonna get a kill though. That's what he's baiting. Here comes the skewer. Oh, that was close.
Yeah, now he's not got the dagger because he's used the dagger.
Gotta use the dagger.
Yeah, there we go. Now he used it there. Now he knows.
Okay, well that's fine. In middle lane,
we'll let him off.
Top lane.
He felt the pressure. You know, FY was watching him.
Yeah, the Pangner's doing really well in the mid lane. Sure, just very annoying here to deal with. I think Pen can do really well in most matchups. Yeah. And he's doing fine. Like, he's getting level, which is like the most crucial part of the hero. You get level 7 or 6. It's really scary. And the main problem with LGD's draft right now, where they're playing, is that they're complete free farm morphling.
Yeah, and they don't really have an offlane. I mean, Chalice he's not farming at all at the moment up top. And then I guess the same is to be said for KP on the Viper. And I guess you'd rather have an underfarmed bounty than an underfarmed Viper. Because at least the bounty's going to still be able to offer, you know, gold with the tracks at a point of the game.
Yeah, but we see time and time again that a morphling just makes one of those misplays mid or late game and just completely throws the game. It's a very scary hero to play. I see it too often. You got to play that hero perfectly. And they have Magnus RP, which makes it kind of scary for him, and also the burst from PA.
Obviously, fair beat. As both him and FY went to check the rune.
Oh. that burn. Okay, it's not that much, level 1.
Nice. Decent amount. Maybe. Oh, quite a bit of damage there as well from the neutrals. F1 throws out a shockwave. 600 gold towards having the mana boots, and so that's going to be a dead Chalice. RG able to get in past the tower, and that top lane, as you say, it's continued to be a bit of a disaster for PSG.LGD. They're not stopping the morph.
I feel like they kind of missed.
Oh, and they do get that kill mid. XM.
Oh, that's his farm. A solo kill. Is this Vatbus?
Dire's middle tower
Bit of a
is
slip
under
up
attack.
from the Pango.
But this Viper got so many levels from that wave. I really wish they just kept all the 3 supports bottom. Which they did rotate him now, and just kill him. There's nothing Wrench can do top anyway, so there was no reason for him to rotate there. Like, the bounty will not really die there if he plays safe. So if they just kept sorting out this Viper, that hero would have been completely useless. But he managed to get level 4 or 5 now, so he's okay. But we still see the CS not the greatest. That's a few neutrals as well.
But I guess, yeah, you can always do this.
Yeah, he got enough levels to do this.
2 points in the old poison, more than enough to start cleaning up the neutral camps. Now Moon has to be careful. Got the decrep. Blast out onto the towers. XM starting to step up the pressure mid. Quite a magic missile. Still doing their best to harass this Pango back. So he can't get too comfortable. Wraparound is going to be there though from the river. Straight in they go. They managed to get stun out onto the Vengeful Spirit. X-Nova will be ganked. But XM is able to walk away. So it's just the support going down for that 4-hero movement from Mineski.
Yeah, not the greatest. Still, the Morphling's complete free farming here with 1 kill. But at the same time, overall LGD is definitely coming out on top. The biggest problem maybe is that FY is not having really any farm. He's just forced to pull bottom. So he's got mana boost already actually. We did get the first blood, so I guess he's fine.
And Arme this game, I mean, what can he afford to just go for sort of the death so early on? Is he going to get a Vlad's first for team bit of life still? I mean, he's not going to get a Battle Fury right with the Magnus on his lineup. Or...
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the nice things. Yeah. You just skip that and can just go these aggressive items. I don't know if you want to go over the Vlads. You can have bounty by it as well, if you want. But it's just a casual, nice sustainability for him to just go around farming jungle if he wants to. It's not like a commit item, you know. So it's not matter that much. He's just gonna go Deso after that, probably, and just kill everyone.
Like that. Straight in with the life drain, keeping Moon on his toes. Bottom lane. KP now feeling a bit more confident to jungle a little more aggressively over LGD's half of the map. Arme has took that level 7.
Middle tower is under attack.
He's going to have the high points in the dagger maxed out, crit ready to pop. Between the two of them, him and FY, they do a lot of physical early on. He's got his treads and Wraith Bounds ready to go. So this lane a little scary for whoever wants to step in and try and farm against this empowered PA. As already you can see PSG.LGD hunting for any sort of action that steps away from the tier 1 tower.
Yeah, let's see if they want to give a lane to FY. They can just send a PA to jungle with the Empower. Just give FY some farm now, because a dagger Magnus at around 14 minutes is like game devastating.
XM. Let's go looking for the 8-minute rune. It's going to end up being bottom. It's going to mean that PSG.LGD are able to grab that themselves.
Can we get something done with this one?
He's going to head over and hunt.
Dive. They see it though. That's why you buy ward, kids. You don't fear what you see.
And Arme will at least be able to take some of the jungle away from Mineski's half mid lane. They're going to go for the play on XM. They're rolling in with the Rolling Thunder. XM trying to get back, but a good stomp from Pilot out holds the two of them down. Arme's going to come in with the wraparound. Jumps forward. Rolling Thunder again. Will pass by and kill off XM. They get the kill on XM. Whoa! That's a dagger and a half to the left track. Chalice comes in with the wraparound, and now he's jumping in for more. They'll get the kill onto another. Arme gets the double.
No track though, sadly enough. Overall, you're definitely fine with that, because FY, he's like, I'm not going to help you, boy. I'm going to be farming. Which he always keeps doing, which makes a lot of sense. He's playing the right hero for it as well. And aside, like, P can just go jungle now if he wants to, pretty easily.
Yeah, FY's not going to feel too threatened down here. He's going to have the skewer to get back.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Chalice continue to play aggressive. That 6 is now online for the bounty, so Chalice does now have to track.
Dire's middle tower is
They
under
have
attack.
got kill potential between these two heroes at this early part of the game, but still though that top lane, Arjit, the free farm, absolutely continuing. He's very close to taking that tower. He is queuing up the straight E-Blade rush this game on the Morph.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
But it is, of course, you know, again, the fact that Arme has the Magnus in the game with him. Arme can afford to put the BKB maybe a little earlier than he would standardly. At the moment, he's got a Yasha queued up. So just go over those early stats and given the option of sort of getting that early beef with an SMY or can obviously go for a Manta if he feels like the Manta's going to help him out. Maybe against sort of the lucky shot from the Pango, the silence.
Yeah, it's pretty good against Viper as well. Just get out of his ultimate or just dodge it.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And this Pugna is really strong right now. You can just keep getting these towers.
Dire's structures are
Give as much
fortified.
space as possible to FY. Once you get that dagger, their team fight just gets like 10 times stronger.
And Mineski want FY. They're going in deep, they're hunting for him, but FY, he knows. He TP's out as soon as he sees the 4 of them down there.
He's level 6 now, already 1400 gold. He's like unbelievable rich. And as his team is getting these towers, he's getting some bonus. It's going to be disgusting, man. Yeah. Disgusting.
So it's pretty much, yeah, the same position he was in last game. You know, he's more farmed than the 2 offlaners in the game. And all that, that's a juicy stack though. A very juicy stack. They are going to want to make sure that they can push Moon and Febby away. He'll get a good chunk of it there with the Swashbuckle and the Shield Crash. Moon will roll out as well. The Magic Missile doesn't come in time, so a good amount of farm stolen there by Moon. They do get the track onto KP, but KP's got Arjit with him by his side, and Chalice, he's going to pay for that one. Pops out to go for a bit of harassment, but Arjit at this stage can easily nuke him down. Definitely so far closer game than what we saw in game 1. 11 minutes in, 5 for 5. Very even in the net worth, and this Morphling, Arjit, could just be the power that Mineski need to carry them through this game too.
Yeah, they're just going to delay as much as possible and you just get the dagger. But in the meanwhile, the Viper's almost got his Atos. It's getting really strong as well. Get really good catch then. And the Pangolier is just going tank items now, I assume. So their team fight is super strong right now as well. If this Morphling does decide to go for this shotgun, the amount of burst damage and team fight they have, it can be pretty scary. For sure. It's all about that RP, really.
Yeah, certainly that sort of Decrepify cannot be used defensively. Arjit is going to punish it. And one more sort of stat cap, and that will be the Blink Dagger for FY. So we'll start to see them have the potential to make plays around their Magnus. Lots of solid follow-up as well. With the Empower PA, of course, and just a blast on top of it. From the Pugna. Can be that extra bit to push Mineski's heroes over the edge.
And they pretty much just made the bounty as a support at this game. Like, he's not going to get any farm. He's just assigned to just scout for them as much as possible. FY is going to get the farm.
Yep.
Which makes a lot of sense. There was nothing Bounty could have done in that lane anyway against a Morphling. Like, Morphling hits for like 80 damage in the lane. And he's doing fine. Viper is surprisingly decently farmed. I mean, that's just the power of his W.
Yeah, doesn't matter about the state of the lane that he started in KP. He can go to the jungle and
already level 10.
Whoop-de-doo.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And we've seen this power of the Atos. Such a long range. 1150. You can easily kill people with that now.
Yeah, and some fantastic follow-up. You know, both the stomp from the Lesh, the stomp from the ET. You know, they are going to love the fact that they've got an Atos in the game.
Yeah, but at the same time, they have the dagger now.
I do.
They should probably look for a smoke and kill something easily.
Yeah, Yasha into BKB, the build from Arma, and yeah, it's the way he has to go this game for sure. Against the E-Blade Morphling that's going to be online relatively soon.
Yeah, I mean, they got way too much magic damage. Makes a lot of sense.
XM just poking on Arjit. It's just the two of them down here at the moment. I mean, the rest of LGD are starting to sweep in this direction.
I can't see anything.
Who's that?
Where's the lighting?
Are scanning.
Not cool.
No, we can't see anything.
Is under attack.
But they're coming with the smoke now.
Oh!
And there we go.
There's the surprise. And he goes with the RP. They've got the damage to kill him off before the stun ends. So RJit will be found. That is absolutely the top tier kill to find with that Blink Dagger reveal. Now let's see if Mineski can strike back. They'll turn toward Chalice. Chalice is going to get chased down. He's dead. As well as the Venge. They'll get a dagger out onto the Rolling Thunder. There's still the bouncing control onto XM Swashbuckle as well, but they're not going to chase the Pugna. They lose the Morphling, but they strike back.
Could probably have chased there. The enemy is really weak. They don't have any, like, RP is gone, so he doesn't really do anything, and if PA commits there, he definitely will die, so... Playing a little bit too safe maybe there, but they do get 2 kills after all. Morphling dies though. So I mean, essentially 2 of their supports died for a core, which you're pretty much fine with. The PA just continues to just grow.
Yeah.
And that hero just so good.
Chalice in silence. Moon on his own, even with the javelin, not enough damage to chase him down. In fact, back here, over inside the jungle, Mineski, they're trying to fight. What the hell's going on here? That's a double kill. Hello. They just fed them another kill. Oh no.
Okay, well, rules are important. They are important, but you gotta you know, put a little bit of thought into it.
No, I mean, that was sort of the misplays that we saw from Mineski in the last game, where sometimes they're not as a 5-man. They just walk over to the other half of the map and they just die.
Yeah, these kind of mistakes is really what makes the difference between the tier of these teams. Like, you give away so much there, and luckily there was no bounty there to track those people.
Yeah, otherwise it would have been very painful in the money.
But just
network department,
just the levels you get on PA, which is level 18, like, everyone will just die. And he's just taking his money. That's a lot of money he's taking.
It is. Moon has to get out of there.
Dire's bottom tower is
BKB is going to be the rush for the Bounty Hunter as well.
Are fortified.
Make sure the Chalice can stay alive. And as you say, not a crazy amount of physical really from Mineski's lineup at this point. It is all the magical that's getting them the kills. Mech now done on the Pango, so at least have that bit of burst heal and sustain to potentially keep someone alive if they get jumped upon by Arme's PA. And Fly's got the RP ready to go again. See Chalice get dusted. Just get stunned. There's the Swashbuckle, but still he's able to walk away. XM turns in with the Decrepify and the Dagon to burst the Morph down to half health. And there's that timing. Arme, Yasha, BKB ready to go at 16 minutes in. If they find the good fights, they're not going to be able to keep Arme off a target.
I mean, you just single RP any core, or preferably Morph, and you can just go Roche super easily. The Roche, if they get one core or two heroes overall, they're just going to go Roche right now. He's just baiting here. He's baiting him.
He really is here. There's going to be the jump in, and already that's 1 credit down. That's the RP onto 2, and absolutely easy for PSG.LGD.
Are they going to chase this? I mean, you should go Roche here, but maybe they want to be a little bit YOLO, because they feel probably pretty confident right now.
There's 3 dead.
You definitely just go Roche here.
Returns to PA, jumps to the side.
Okay, calm down, guys. Calm down.
He's got the swap.
Guys,
they're still going.
Just go Roche.
They're diving. I mean, they're going to get it.
Okay,
this is good. Are they? He's still alive.
Just go Roche.
Get out of it now, boys.
I think they feel pretty good about this game.
Yeah. If they're making plays like that, they've got to be feeling comfortable. Just diving in. Having a bit of fun, PSG.LGD. That's 5k lead, and this PA continuing to be pretty damn scary. Moon will be able to cut the creeps down bottom, TP out. He says a little bit of a silver lining for Mineski that PSG.LGD didn't go for the Roshan, whilst Mineski had 3 members dead. KP's trying to lead him with a Viper Strike onto FY. They've got the sleep, and they'll try for the ult. FY's able to secure away.
Oh, Morphling is coming. Waterman.
FY's going to get out of there. He's got the blink available if they try to chase, and they don't even try to. So he's able to just walk away from it all.
And it just feels like, yet again, Mineski is not really doing a lot on the map at all. I've not really seen anything from Elder Titan this game. He's mainly just been going around warding, I guess. Not really seen any saves or anything like that. And they're just waiting for their items a little bit too long. They need that E-Blade badly. But even if they get it now, it's kind of too late.
Yeah, the BKB on the PA, it's not, that's the target there in a dream world trying to burst down at the start of the fight. So they're not going to be able to as long as Arme presses that BKB button, which can be pretty damn sure that he will after seeing how he's played so far in this game 2 and, of course, in game 1. It's a hard kill, the PA, and that's the one they want. Greaves are now picked up. So again, just sort of adding to that ability to stay alive that little longer in the fights, provides some sort of opportunity for RJit to be able to turn around and burst down some of the members of LGD. It's not going to be easy for Mineski. They have to Be very tight with their execution as they do find Chalice. Sentry ward down, they'll get the bounty.
You don't really care about that at all. Like, he's just giving the vision, which is completely fine because, yeah, he dies. But the enemy knows, Mineski knows that, okay, they're going to get RP soon and they're going to do the same thing they've done twice in a row now. And eventually, once they do that, they're just going to go Roche. And what the hell do we do then?
Yeah.
You can't kill them. So you got to change your game plan a little bit now. You have the E-Blade now, so maybe you can go on aggression. Or you just gotta do some kind of bait out the RP, and have Elder Titan stunning everyone behind, but it's really hard.
BKB and Manta now finished on top of that by Arme. So he is going to be incredibly slippery. And I mean, now he himself, he can look to go for the damage items. I mean, already we're seeing with the Empower and the crits he does. There's a hell of a lot against Mineski's lineup, but you have one sort of extra DPS item on top of those defensive. He's going to be a threat, but this is the time. We've got to see RG get these pickoffs with the E-Blade.
And we see the Pugna going for the Glimmer Cape. Just really good this game.
Yeah.
Really good choice.
That is the
like sometimes you max out the Dagon, just man it up a little bit, but this game it's going to do so well against the Viper and E-Blade.
Yeah.
Again, this guy's baiting, as we've seen him do many times.
And that's going to fall through this time. Not chasing him up to the high ground. I'm going to see mid. In fact, Arme, he's jumping in. BKB's going to be popped. He'll commit onto Febby. Febby's gone. He can get anything else. They certainly want it with that on the side. They do have the sentry down. They are going to see the Pugna.
Oh, that's a shotgun.
They've got the Chalice. They're going to get XM as well by this week. Just get swapped out to the side. But they've messed up this time. PSG.LGD making the mistakes. Caught out. Mineski. Get the double. Skewer's going to be there from FY. Cancelling the TP on Pilot Eye. We'll get the stomp off, but not before the final right-click flew through onto the Elder Titan. So Mineski having the best fight they've had so far this game. Getting the favourable trade.
Yeah, the P kind of just going over YOLO there. Going in, just killing a left strike doesn't really doing anything. You just do the winning concept. RP, one of the cores, that's enough. And you win the fight. Yeah,
we'll see it again. I mean, as you said, this was Arme just saying, I want to kill, and I want to kill now. BKB jumped
in onto Febby. If they back out of this right now, it's fine, but the two of the heroes here are completely out of position right now. Like, they're not close to their team, and there's no way Magnus can RP them if they're so spread out.
And XM, he sort of used the Glimmer at the beginning to try and sneak in, and he's not got it to use defensively, as the massive amount of magical damage does get thrown out upon him by Mineski.
Yeah, they feel a bit third now. Just go straight for Roche. No more slip-ups. To take another fight and lose it, the enemy might as well go. Mineski might as well just go.
Mineski could contest this.
Oh, okay, well, he's dead.
Doing the work here with the shotgun. Arme's going to jump in across onto KP. KP turns, but the BKB's out from Arme. They'll be able to finish up the Viper. Can they get anything more? That's the question. Rolling Thunder from Moon. He still gets critted by the dagger flying in. There's going to be a buyback from KP. Jump down to the low ground and a swashbuckle away by the Pango. Swap back though by X-Nova. Dagger's down to Pilot Eye. Moon's still alive. X-Nova gets the magic missile out. Waveform into the pit. Arjip finishes off the Venge kill.
Buyback on Viper. This rush is really important.
They do still have the RP on FY if he finds the perfect angle. But Mineski starting to punch back. Arjit, the E-Blade, getting in these kills. 7 1-on-1. He had that perfect lane, and he's really making it work for the team.
Still not used to RP. Just that 2-man RP is going to change his fight so easily. This Viper has to kind of be in the front line as well, which means now that he used buyback, he will die to the PA so easily. He is level 18 now as well. It's going to Satanic. Feels like a little bit over defensive.
I was going to say, it's all the defensive items for Arme. BKB, Manta, Satanic. I mean, he just doesn't want to die. I mean, he hasn't so far this game, 8-0-5, but he feels the need to just keep building as safely as he can.
Yeah, but I feel like if you don't kill him quickly, they're going to kite you. They got a pretty good kite lineup. Pangolier and then Viper and as well as Morphling. These heroes can kite you easily.
Yeah, you just sort of want to find the
If you have a Death Zone, if you just kill them, they can't kite you. Simple maths.
Mineski. Smoke up and ready for the wraparound. They're going to go for the movement into PSG.LGD's top half of the map. And see if they can get behind them as PSG.LGD pose themselves outside of the pit on the high ground.
But doing going around very smart.
But this is
the RP.
They're going to see the PA straight away. FY keeping the distance, so we can try and find a good angle to jump in. KP's going to be the focus, though, as Arme pops the BKB.
Help him.
Chases down the Viper. That's going to be KP gone.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, FY. That's the two-man RP you're looking for. They just need the follow-up for the PA, but he gets disarmed by the lucky shot. Arme's got a backup, go back towards the shrine. RJ tries to turn with the burst, but the burst shot to him ends up killing him off. The magic missile and the dagger kill RJ before he's able to shift back into the morph form. And now with the jump forward, PSG.LGD, they're going to catch out Febby as well by the looks of it. Skewered out to the side. Arme steps away, manages to dodge the stun. Mineski, they tried for that wraparound, but it played out as you said. As long as FY gets 2 heroes in an RP, it's going to work out well for LGD.
Yeah, Viper just dying instantly without any help. There's no way you win a fight like that. Now you're going to get a free Roche.
And pressure on mid. XM's pushing in. Screw back onto Moon. They're toying around with the Pangolier. It's Moon. He is pretty tanky, of course, with the Greaves. Pilot just get the stomp onto the 2 of them. Chalice got the tracks out. Just have to be careful. The shield crash bringing them down low. The Dagon continuing to be upgraded by XM. The Aegis on Arme.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Chalice, he will spot Febby. Going out and grabbing the runes. Febby, he may lose his life for this one, as Febby is being hunted by FY and Chalice. Chalice, have to be a little careful there. Nearly down to the AoE damage on the left rack. Magic missiles out. X-Nova, they're poking. X-Nova's going to actually die for that one. XM will be able to come in with the Dagon to clean things up, but not before they lose the Vengeful Spirit. So Febby able to get the bounty rune and take a hero down with it.
Yeah, well, they had their 3 weakest heroes there. None of them really do damage. Can bring that down the pony.
Oh my goodness,
yeah, LGD kind of lost control for a little bit there. Like, they looked super good, but now, again, with that Roche kill, they're in complete control. This Viper is getting no item progression whatsoever.
There's just so much weight on Arjit to carry this game, and already you can see just the difference between the level of farm from him and Arme now at this point. Arme just so far ahead. 6,000 gold ahead of the Morph at just this 26-minute mark. Satanic, BKB, Manta. It feels like he's not going to die this game on this PA. 9-0-7 so far. He has been playing it perfectly.
And the BKB Unbound as well now coming up. Like, we've seen him being killed instantly by the shotgun, but with this he can just be in the fight, mass tracking everyone. Like, there's very little hope for Mineski right now. They need some kind of miracle fight. Gotta bait out that RP somehow. If they can just kite the BKB on PA, maybe they can take some decent fights, but they're just too far ahead. LGD right now.
That's very hard for the Mineski. I definitely sort of have moments in this game too so far that look better than game 1, but still very much up against a team that's just looking to be that. They're a little bit stronger than them with the way that they perform these moves.
It's really about that Morphling. His shotgun needs to do something really impactful. He can't kill the bounty instantly anymore, so ideally getting to the Magnus somehow and killing him, but he's always going to be in the back. That PA will always be in between that, killing everyone with his BKB. It's going to be hard to focus that guy as well with all his tank items now. It's a really tough spot.
Dagon, 1 level up again for Mr. XM. Basher out of the PA, I believe, as well. Arme.
It's a level 5 Dagon now.
Yeah.
That's scary. I'm scared.
Mineski certainly needs to be. That's PSG.LGD there. They've got the tools to start poking on that high ground. They rely up the tier 2 on the bottom lane. Will look to deal with the push out from Pilot Eye.
A classic. Classic Pilot Eye. Just pushing out the lane until he dies.
There he is on camera.
Are you sure that's him?
I believe so.
Why do they have the light? Is that because they're winning? And the enemy team is...
What do you mean they're winning? KP's on the same side.
Oh, right, yeah, they are. Why does he have light then?
It's KP, you know, he shines a light on us all. He's a very happy-go-lucky boy. But maybe not this game. It's not looking great for Mineski.
It's not looking good at all.
Double damage PA, that's, yeah. Well, you gotta step back from this man. Arme's ready to crit some fools. He's going to jump in if
got
he sees
double damage.
Yeah.
Look at his dagger. Here comes the dagger. You can't see though. Can't see the enemy.
Staying right back in the shadows. They know that, they've seen how Arme plays this game. If he sees an opportunity to jump in and go, he will. Doesn't have the BKB for 40 seconds. Did use it just now.
They have a Pugna, which is just excellent for sieging, and they don't have that good jump on him anyway, and they're still just going back, playing super safe, sure.
Take the shrines, keep the lead. 12k advantage at the moment for PSG.LGD.
There's no Pango. They probably could have easily gone for that, but okay.
Dire's bottom shrine has fallen.
Not manly enough, that's fine. As long as you don't play too safe. Give that breathing space to Mineski. Just gotta keep choking them.
Here we have it. FY's ready to do just that. With the RP good to go. And the smoke up ready to get in position for the surprise jump on Mineski. Mineski are starting to step outside of the base.
I want some RPs. Where did RPs go?
Well, that would be a beautiful 2-man RP.
Then do it.
Maybe a 3-man if he can.
Just do it then.
There we go. He's got it. He's got it. FY gets the 2, and it's a big one. He catches the Morph and the Lestrak. KP dies as well. That's what you're waiting for. FY is a man of patience.
Thank you.
He's a man of patience, and it pays off. Now they can push in. 3 heroes dead on Mineski. They do have buybacks. But it's looking grimmer and grimmer for them as PSG.LGD. They came here to win today. Both of these games showing that even without sort of one of their main men and having a bit of a switch up, bringing XM in as they have been for their sort of recent showings, it's still looking very good. It's still looking like this team is one of the top in the world.
Yeah, see, whatever team FY is on is just very successful.
Yeah.
Just seem to have a very big presence, no matter what it does, and obviously his individual skill is just kind of out of this world for position 4. Always having these insane games.
Arme, itemizing against that Morph, has got the Orchid. RG's very close to having the money for the BKB. He is going to need it, because with that Morph, with that Orchid and a Basher, I mean, he can pretty much solo kill RG if he catches him low. 21k gold difference at the moment.
Well, they definitely can just go right now and kill them. Like, playing for Roche and waiting would be way too passive. Like, there's no reason to do that. There's no way you can lose the fight, even though his BKB PA is unbelievably powerful right now.
There's very little that will stop Arme. As both of these games, it's just been smart stuff from PSG.LGD. Showing that the PA Magnus is still as powerful as it has been, as I say, even though we saw it earlier from eHome, I believe, and it did not look good. This game, it looks pretty ridiculous, but as you say, FY is playing one of the counterparts of this duo, and I mean Arme as well. Both of the games today, it's been pretty flawless on his Jug and now on his PA. This game especially, to say, has not died at all. 12-0-9 on the PA.
Getting closer at 25. It's a little bit harder to skill right now. Before you had that beautiful triple dagger and the crits, but now you got to make a choice.
KP. He's got to run. He's not going to get the chance to. Nice little bounce with the shuriken off the neutral creeps. Tracks out as well.
Can't run from Pugna Stocking.
I cannot. XM's got some range on that.
Well, if you can't leave your base, it's just a classic. You got to do something, but if you go outside of base, you die. If you sit in base, you die slowly. So it's got to do some desperate smoke, pretty much.
Yeah, just start thinking about what you want to eat for dinner tonight.
Yeah.
As that's going to be a dead Lesh. Buyback from KP. They do get the Rolling Thunder in. Challenge to spot the BKB. It's going to be the Rolling Thunder out as well. 2 buybacks coming out from Mineski, but can they really do anything about PSG.LGD still sticking around? I mean, PSG.LGD, they're still good to go. They'll jump back in if they see a target.
Pugna running down though, just to push out the lane. Playing it very slow. I think they could just literally go push a tower and end the game.
I mean, they're so strong at the moment with a 25k lead.
Mathematically, they should be able to end the game.
Yeah. But I mean, they're having fun. I guess this point of the game when you're a PA and, you want to keep going. You want to keep critting. You want to keep killing. They do get their hands on the bench. There's the combo from RG, but meanwhile, Arme just kills off 2. Yeah, 2 of them. He gets the Lesh and the Viper.
2 of the heroes, they just fall back as well, so they got super long 5-bar timers now, and yeah, they can just dive it. There's nothing.
Yeah, where's FY?
Man up.
I want to see another RP. I feel like FY, It's like
Got
he's been
the
having
Shadow
a
Blade.
feet. Oh,
Here we go. He's gonna come in
no.
now. He's Shadow Blading in. He's coming in. He's looking. Okay, he doesn't even do that.
I mean, FY, he's been chilling. He's been having his feet up this game. He's still been doing the work,
This
of
Morphling
course.
is going to get it in 3 seconds.
You know, he hasn't died as well. 4-0-14. Him and Arme literally the dream PA Magnus pairing. They're not dying.
Top tower has fallen.
In 3 seconds. Any second now.
Well, the way we count down the RP.
It's coming in 3 seconds.
He doesn't want to do it for one.
It is coming in 3 seconds.
And how long are your 3 seconds? Oh, is this some,
In 3 seconds.
there's a different time zone? Or?
Top barracks has fallen.
It's any time zone.
Okay.
Here we go. He's going to do it. In 3 seconds.
No, he won't.
1,
No, not for RJ.
2,
Dire's bottom
2.
2. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Where is he? Here we go. FY.
3.
Come on.
Okay, he's
Give us a bit of flash and
3.
Zhao to end the game. He does. No, he's chill. He's having some mercy. You know, he's giving them a bit of mercy.
He's a
FY.
weakling. Don't hashtag FY this game. Hashtag Ahmed.
I think Ahmed.
Hashtag Ahmed. FY does not deserve it anymore, guys. Don't do it.
What about now? Is he? If he hits a big one
It
now?
is a 3-man.
If he hits a 4-man.
He can't do that. They're all going to die for
Okay.
PA before.
Well,
3-man minimum.
Okay. Give us a 3-man RP, FY. Show us what you got. Okay.
Whoa.
Whoa. Okay,
Hashtag XM.
Yeah, give XM some love. He's the new man.
No, he doesn't deserve it.
Oh, okay.
RP.
Oh!
3.
Yeah! Got him. GG is cool. Ladies and gentlemen, this series was a bit of a wipe. 2-0 for PSG.LGD. And it looked